Whenever you're ready, I'll be waiting. I mean, this is fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? You're just watching. What? I don't know what you're doing here. I gotta scare the birds. I shoved a whole tree in that bird. That's not good. Pretty sure birds don't agree to that one. What? Cat lover! Give me my crown and get out of my way. This secret you gotta wait. Because you can't get that one now. You gotta get the boat first. The boats are up there somewhere. Gosh, this reminds me of Donkey Kong Country 3. The minigame in particular. CK. Cranky Kong. He's the cranky of the crunch. Counted the tree. Nice. Gotta count for bullet drop. Account for bullet drop, kids. You never know how much your golf ball will... Well, it's carrying around and all that. Zoinks. Oh, no. However, can we solve this? I don't see how exploding barrels is a good way to tip your cats. Nice. Only need it one. That's a hole in one, I guess. Now I gotta putt 5 balls. Bound to happen. Bound to happen. Swing break. Get it? Because spring break, even though that's not a very good golf pun. Ah, I forgot I had a par to worry about. Perfecto. A chip in. Challenge 1. Which is really lame text considering that it tries to go for puns most of the time. A controller for video games. How does this work again? Seems that I get it back with it, but no, I don't need to go there. That's just something else. Ugh. Do you like gravity, kids? Oh, wow, it actually makes gravity go down. Huh. I've always wanted to be the center of gravity. Oh, no. A race. Why aren't those more common? The game really rarely ever uses races, huh? Such a goofball. Like with the imprecise controls, races are far more reasonable than par times ever will be. Like most pars just feel kind of eh. But a race you can do any day of the week and have some fun. Can you all just bundle up? Like adults? Jesus. That is an odd amount of balls, thank you. I mean, that's neat. It's reverse gravity. It goes outwards. That was nice. It's a bit looser. And again, it's the loosey-goosiness that makes it work. Oh, gosh. Why are you doing this to me? How could this happen to me? Dizzy! Dizzy. Did I forget to stop the... I forgot to stop the video in between the import. Well, who cares? We'll just do it in one. Not like this game sticks to any formulas. Oh, God. Would you like to do another bar? Why are you in your own chest? What kind of goofball are you? Oh, this is one of the tougher ones. Well, not the level, the par ones. How did this one work again? I mean, I think if I go for a direct, like, wall shot and then go straight for it. There we go. It was that straightforward. This one's the hard one, ain't it? Super golfed. How would you make that joke? You already made the super hot thing, so... Give me a moment. Yeah, that should help alleviate a few issues. Tender. Get it? 'Cause it's meat, boy. That, by the way, this feels surprisingly accurate for what a mess it is. Like, how? Like, if there are all those levels that are just kind of messy, this one is like, yeah, you can control just fine. Don't worry about it. It's almost as if the basic controls of this game are fine. It's just that it wants to do too much with it at times. Also, it's in 2D, which dramatically limits the amount of camera tomfoolery. Super sauce, super sauce, super sauce. Ah, this is the hard one I'm thinking about. I mean, listen, I'm gonna beat around the bush here. It's not a fun level to do. Not this one, the alt one. All right, it's rarely ever the main levels that are the problem. It's when the game gets all cute and it's like that it gets annoying. Ah, really? I'm gonna miss that shot? Of all shots you can miss. All shots you can miss. You know that old saying, you miss 100% of the shot? You know what's funny is I could totally see someone with a really big brain do some basic math. The thing, a problem I have with the partial is that just not that interesting in the like they're cute. You know, you figure it out and you do it. But again, this is not a game for perfectionism. Why did you make it so perfectionistic? Why did you make so many levels that are like, do this exactly right, nothing else? Again, it's the party games are defined by their sweatpantsiness. Now, that's not a term that makes a lot of sense to most people, but sweatpantsiness is how fast and loose something is. How much you could just sitting there with your sweatpants. Having a sit, you know? No big complications, no massive ethical quandaries, just your sweatpants. God damn, your sweatpants. Sweatpantsiness is defined by looseness. This game doesn't quite know if it's a tight set of dress pants or if it wants to just flubber around all over the place. And that's a confusing message to send. It just confuses me. What do you want, game? Do you want to be a hardcore golf game? Because, you know, I don't think you are. You got too much weirdness going on. You could make a cute physics-based golfer. And I think, again, the way this game made it into the public consciousness was a bunch of LPers were playing all these wacky, zany levels. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at this wackiness. Oh, cool. But they marketed it, like, that's how people saw it, as this weird game. And then it has levels that are pretty, that you would expect to see in, like, a Super Meat Boy-esque golfer, you know? It's like, oh, we're going to be hard. We're going to be that indie hard. And they put them in, and no one stopped them. No one thought to say, hey, does this fit with, like, the demographic we're creating? Oh, cool. Because don't forget, expectations are one of the most important parts. Take Mr. Taken 20 from Taken 20, Cody. I disagree with him on a bunch of stuff, but I agree with him that expectations are very important. Once you start tampering with expectations, you're more likely to lose someone than if you sell them a bad product. God, so slippery when you don't want to. But here's like no slippery at all. Like I said, expectations matter. And when people saw this, they thought, oh, it's just going to be like a bunch of dumb levels. It's going to be all dumb stuff, all just silly tomfoolery. And we're gonna play this game, and we're just gonna come out having a lark. You know, a lark will be had. And it comes out, and it has levels like this. All I can think about is, okay, so where in the documentation was someone supposed to expect any of this? Again, this is 100% stuff, all right? This is 100% stuff. You might say, oh, well, it doesn't matter. But why would you put it in? Why are you making a zany, wacky golf game, and you're putting in hard content for 100%? 100%ers aren't going to buy a wacky golf game, all right? Let's get this out of the... Let me push it to the ground and pin you to it and say, why are you making content for an audience that won't buy your game? Like, the skill points in Ratchet & Clank are kind of weird when you think about it. It's like, oh, beat this level under impossible circumstances. Okay, Ratchet & Clank is a shoot-'em-up game where you just kind of bounce around like a potato. Why is there this incredibly difficult challenge just wedged in there? I mean, those kind of make sense because, oh, well, the developers put that in there, of course. You know, they had a lot of free time. They want to do something fun. They made some shit up. Which, you know, befits the era in which it was produced. The fast and loose Wild West of video game development. When people made the dumbest stuff and people made games called Final Fantasy because oh, I got one more chance. Whoopsie doodles. In that era, it makes sense. But you made a specific game, you marketed it to a specific audience. You can't just go around and say, actually... I mean, saying actually has become a meme, by the way. So, actually... isn't a very good argument to make. Like, you can make people... You want to know... Okay, so let me grab you by the shoulder. You want to know why people love Meat Boy so much. You want to know why? Because it's a hard game, and it is nothing else. Super Meat Boy does not present itself as a super hard game and feature this incredibly easy, weird golf simulator in it. It's just a hard game. You want a hard game? Got you covered. You want a hard game and you can challenge yourself? Got you covered. You want a hard game and we'll pull your teeth while you're doing it? We got you covered. What the Golf is a zany golf game. It has the weirdest difficulty curve for what it's trying to be. It doesn't know what it is. And that kills it. Why is it that whenever I go for full force, it just makes a mess? But the second I go for anything less, it just immediately bounces me like a potato. I don't want to be a potato. I ain't no potato. I know French fries. I like you have to go on the wall here, or you can't make that jump. It's so annoying. But yeah, like, why is this here? Listen. Let me grab you again. Let me just pull you over here. What stopped them from just taking... Okay, so listen, hear me out. You get What the Golf, and you just take all the fun levels, you cut out all the bad levels, and you put all the fun levels together. What would you have? A fun, wacky, zany golf game, and nothing else. Why is there 100%er content in a game that doesn't advertise itself as such? And if you are going to advertise to yourself to those people, they probably don't like the fact that the controls are a little fucky. Let's just call it fucky. Let's just say that I don't know where this product belongs. Like, why is this here? The fact that you... Okay, so when you complete a level, you'll note that every single time you pop out into the world immediately, you have to select the optional content yourself, which either shows no confidence in the optional content and they didn't want people to be exposed to it, or it was a thing that came later. They didn't think about it, and it just came later. Neither of which is very encouraging, I'll tell you that much. I got an apple because Newton. Get it? Isaac Newton apple! It's like Buddha! Like a religion! The faith of Sir Isaac Newton! Actually, he was very religious, and it's hilarious, the stuff that he wrote. But that's just the times. The apple of knowledge. Whoa. Actually, it's the fruit of knowledge. It's not specified as an apple. Thank you. Pretty sure it's not an apple. Hello, ball. I just want it to be extra. Good deru, domo job beru. Like, that's cute. The hell? This one's gonna have a par, isn't it? You wanna, I'll bet you 20 goddamn... Of course it has a par. Why wouldn't it have a frickin' par? Like, the par levels to me just kind of speak... like, what is the point, alright? What is golf game... Let's just look at the store page in a moment. We'll take a look at the frickin' store page and see what it has to say for itself. How does this game actually present itself? Because, again, the main reason I know about this game is because a bunch of YouTubers are like, oh, man, oh, so wacky. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. Thank you. Let's have a look. Welcome to What the Golf. Get out of here, me. Sure, there's golf in the title, but that's the similarity. Golf ends. What the Golf is a comedy game with puzzles. Challenge. I would like to point out that you can't make a sentence like this. Puzzles aren't funny. Gags are. Jokes, japes, confusing. Like, comedy is a complex thing, and you can make a puzzle that's funny. But it's a... Challenges are never funny. Challenges, by definition, are serious. And loads of surprises, which, sure, that's pretty fun. It's not a golf game. It ain't. It ain't a game at all. It's annoying. So, I would like to point out, a lot of this reads like, don't take it too seriously, but then it's like, by the way, we have challenges. Why? 500 creative... No. A huge... Like, 500 creative levels. I think you mean 500 different stages, and the vast majority of them are par levels, or just do a thing exactly once, and it's about as interesting as that sounds. It ain't. It's not creative. You can tell that they were stretching, and that it just... look at this stuff. They're taking the best stuff, and they're even missing the good ones. Or build your own. There's a level editor for this? Really? You'd fool me? Join a couch party or two. This game is terrible for couch parties, because... what exactly is the game? Like, I've seen the leaderboards for the daily challenges, and they're terrible. They're not great. I don't think it works. I don't get it. I don't get this. Who made this game and why is a fantastic question. They got this, but you also have a level that's nearly impossible to complete. Like, again, if nothing was associated with that, if no achievements, no percentages, it was just, you can do this if you'd like, it'd be fine. That's haha funny, good funny. But because the people who made this game are... Listen, you can make an optional challenge and award nothing. There's no achievements, no awards, no acknowledgement, nothing. You can do that, by the way. And you should if you're trying to make a haha funny game, because the second you don't, comedy that's repeated too often is annoying. Comedy, you don't repeat jokes endlessly. And when you make a joke into a game, it stops being a joke. It's the old saying The second you, like, it's just like a frog. You dissect it, it stops being fun. It stops being cute little animal. You go, what the frick is that? Point is,